Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday! I know I wasn't here last week. I was getting ready for, what was last week? Oh, last week was Stamp Club with our 3 time slots, and I had my team meetings. One was Zoom, one was live. So getting ready for that, there's a lot going on. So, yeah, here we are. We're gonna play with the the August paper pumpkin kit today. But before we get to that, I have a prize drawing for those that helped me gain an extra couple of thousand points. Right now I'm sitting at just a little over 30,000. I have to get to 40,000 to earn that trip to Norway. So, and I mentioned a couple of, well, it's been 3 or 4 weeks ago, that for every 2,000 points that I gained, I would choose someone randomly from the orders and give them a package of bling. So this is the package that they'll be getting in the mail. It's a package of the iridescent pearls, which I'm going to show you that I use quite a few on my scrapbook layout. These are just absolutely gorgeous, so fun. And let's see who are, you can see this is my very technical way of choosing a winner. You know me. So there's quite a few orders in here. Let's see who our lucky winner is. Drum roll, please. Let's go. And I'm not looking, my eyes are closed. Let's go with this one right here. And the winner is Debbie Hare. Yay! Congratulations, Debbie. You're going to get a package of these pearls. Woohoo! So thank you everybody that have placed orders up to this point. And I will do another drawing when I get to 32,000 points and send out another bit of happy mail to someone. As you can see, I have a little ways to go, and that's through the end of September. So we'll see what happens. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. All right. So you've got to see these gorgeous projects I created using this month's kit. And it was such a popular kit that they don't even have refills available. So hopefully they'll bring it back as a all-inclusive kit as part of our kits collection. If you join me today, please be sure to say hello. I'm not seeing any comments, but that doesn't mean anything. I have issues with my laptop. Hopefully I can, let's see, what am I doing here? I'm not the most technical person in the world, so bear with me for just a second. Let's see. Well, anyway, I will respond to your comments after I'm done with the video. So here's the scrapbook layout I created, and here are my 2 alternate cards. This first card, you think it's just like what the kit shows you, but it's actually a pocket card. Isn't that cute? And then here's my second alternative, and it uses a full card base from the kit that we're going to cut down and layer. And then my layout. Oh, I just fell in love with this sketch. I got it out of a magazine, which I'm always perusing through old scrapbooking magazines or whatever to find a cute sketch to play with. Hi Beth, I can see you as I'm standing on my tiptoes. I don't know if let's see. Hi Sherry, I see you're there. That's all I can see at the moment. So anyway, here is my layout, and I also incorporated some of the Celebrate Sunflowers in here, and I created my own designer series paper with the stamps, threw in some old olive ink for the leaves, and this is one of those gold foil honeycomb layers that you get as a present. I actually used it, let's see if I can show you. You can see right here, I flipped it over and used it as a mask to sponge on some of the old olive. Now granted, you can't see it all because I've got everything on top of it, but there's just a hint down in this corner here, but this corner is probably your best bet on seeing anything. And this is one of the envelopes I cut open to use as a background layer. And let's see, what else did I do? Lots of Wink of Stella. You got to have Wink of Stella. And there's those pearls. You can see that I added quite a few of them. So let me give you the measurements to everything. So on my layout, the base is a piece of soft suede, 12 by 12. Then my next layer was So Saffron, Sheila's favorite color, trimmed down to 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. This piece of Pacific Point right here is 3 1/2 by 8 3/4. And then my Old Olive layer is cut at 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. Everything is glued down using Stamp and Seal, some of the multi-purpose liquid glue. I actually used an old dauber, and I added some of the liquid glue, flipped it over, and just kind of daubed it all over the back of that, and added that. Then I added some of the little bumblebees. Those are with mini dimensionals. The sunflower is stamped in crushed curry on So Saffron, and then Old Olive on Old Olive. This sunflower from the kit, because I had the Old Olive open, I stamped it. This is the sunflower die from the Paper Pumpkin kit. I stamped it in error using Old Olive, but you know we never throw anything away, so I added another layer, just rotating the stamp in crushed curry, and I really liked the way it turned out. Added the center with the soft suede, and then you can see there's lots of Wink of Stella on everything. So this picture is actually from my creative retreat that I had. And it says Summer Creative Escape, June 2022. These 3 happy faces are using, and I don't know if anybody else took pictures using this photo op poster board or not, but we have Wanda, we have Denise, and we have Jen. And I stole the picture from one of them posting it, and I blew it up to a 5 by 7, and I love it. That's where the Pacific Point came in, but it was a fun layout to create. All right, so let's go on with the other elements to today's project. So card number 1, this is using one of the card bases I cut in half, and then I took a piece of the Dream a Daydream Designer Series paper. It's cut at 5 1/4 by 12, and it's scored at 4, where am I? Here I am, 4 and 8 inches, and then it's cut diagonally, and I've added 2 rectangles, so we're going to use that. Then card number 2 is in polished pink. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 inch So Saffron, and then the card base I cut in half and then trimmed both the front and the back at 3 3/4 by 5. Simple card, but I liked the pink take on it, and I was going to stamp the sunflower in pink, but I liked it. It brings in more of the yellow, so we're just going to leave it as that. So we'll start with card number 1, and I did not trim it yet so that you can see how we're going to cut it. So we'll get out our handy dandy trimmer. We're going to use it twice today. So this is already cut and scored, and I'll just fold this one over like that. And on this back layer, we're going to trim it at a diagonal on this right near the score line. So you're going to put the score line at the top in the center of that little groove, and then rotate it so that the corner is at the bottom of it. So move the score line out of the way, make sure everything's straight, and off we go. And there we go. That creates the pocket. We'll save that for something else. You know I'll find something to do with that one. Alright, so, I guess I should show you what the kit looks like. Duh. So, first off, that box is gorgeous, isn't it? This is one that I think I am not going to tear down. Here's that crushed curry tissue paper. These are the cards it creates. It makes 9 cards, 3 of each. And like I said, this one looks like my pocket card. Alright, so let's move that out of the way. And here are those gold foil sheets that I was telling you about. This was one of the presents. You actually got these, and I can't remember how many are in here. So since I used one, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You had to have been 8. So they're foil cardstock, and I just trimmed it up. It was real easy to cut, and it makes a great mask. Okay, here's the stamp set we're going to use. That sunflower is just so pretty. I wish it had a few more sayings on it, but you know how it is. Came with crushed curry and soft suede. Great way to add to your inks. It came with the adhesive dots and some mini dimensionals. There's a piece of that envelope that I trimmed that I'm not going to let go. I haven't used any of these vellum honeycomb pieces yet, but we will. You know how that is. Okay, so I'm going to take out this for the next card. We'll set that over there. Don't let me forget that's where I'm putting it. Or a couple of the little bumblebees. I'm going to need a few of those. Okay, did I take any? Let me see, where's my other card? I want to make sure I didn't use any. Nope, I didn't use anything else. Okay, so that's it. We're going to need one of these. That's that card base. It's beautiful having it for the back, but why when we can use it on the inside of a card or for a card front? There's those other beautiful card bases. I tried really hard to incorporate that on that layout, but it just didn't flow. And then here is the card base we're cutting up to use as our base. I already have one of the labels stamped, so we don't have to do that part. And then, oh, those envelopes. I think I put one of those in the pack. I did. Here are those envelopes. I mean, come on, aren't those gorgeous? I know they'd make a stunning statement as they're going through the mail, but I have a hard time with that. I'll probably trim these and use these for card bases also. So, but they're just absolutely beautiful. So I think that's all we need. I'll probably figure it out once we go along. We'll see how everything goes here. Okay, so let's put that aside and let's get started. So for this card, oops, there went the trimmer, and we're off. Golly. I don't think I need any of those at the moment. Janine, I told you that there was more than likely going to be shenanigans, and there are. So here we go. Okay, so we have these two pieces. These are the 2 layers on the inside of our pocket card. And the reason I did that was the pink didn't really go with anything, so this kind of covered up a lot of that pink. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And probably because it's the petal pink, not the polished pink. So let's get this up so I can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to start with the inside of the card first. That seemed to work best. And we're going to stamp our sunflower. And we're going to use crushed curry and soft suede. Of course, I'm going to use my large ones, save my little ones for my little box. Let's get some blocks out. And I'm going to stamp off this sunflower because I don't want it too bold for the inside of the card. So we'll just stamp it off on here, like so. And we'll stamp it up here at the top. Am I in the shot? Okay. Let's see. There's that. Now we'll stamp the center. And again, I'm sorry I can't see any of the comments. Such is my life. Nothing ever goes exactly right. You know how that is. Me and technology don't get along very well at times. So I'm just going to see if I can see what I'm doing here. Start to drag that. Oops. All right. There we go. And then we're going to put in our sentiment that says, thank you. And we're going to use one of the, I forget what number this is. I use this one a lot for sentiments. We're going to stamp that in soft suede right here at the bottom. Okay, and then on this side we're going to stamp the sentiment that says, let me lay the block out. It says, wishing you so much happiness. And I don't know about you, but sunflowers bring me happiness. So I thought that was the perfect sentiment to go on the side of the sunflower seeds. Now we can close this up. We don't need this since that tag is already stamped. Just need my adhesive, my stamp and seal. And we'll add this to the inside, just like so. And it's going to go, we're making a mess already. This is just going to sit right here. Now we're going to add some tear and tape right here at the bottom. Love this tape. It works really well when you are making something that's 3D, or in this case something that's somewhat interactive. And just draw it along that edge right there and just tear it, hence the name, tear and tape. And then let me get my take your pick tool out, because that helps get that top off. Just like, make sure it's all down. There we go. And we'll fold this over. Make sure it's right along the edge. There. Okay. Let's add him to the card base. Card base I already had trimmed. This is the other side from my sample card. And that just lays right there. Now we'll add him to the inside. Like this. Put in our seeds. Okay, now we'll create this guy. Now I did add some of these dimensionals to put it on. I think in the instructions they have you use the mini glue dots, but I wanted this to pop up. Amazing, I know. And again, using my take your pick tool really helps with these little ones, these little dimensionals. We'll put one right smack in the middle. Get those tops off. There we go. Come on, being stubborn. Wish I could see what everybody's saying. My video went away. Beth, I can see that you're watching. That's all I can see at this point. And I know Sherry was here. All right, so we'll just lay that on. Oops, just like that. Oh, for a minute there I had a fear that it was upside down, which would not surprise me. Okay, we're going to stick him on with dimensionals. Okay, let's get rid of all these little guys. Make sure Chloe gets them stuck in her fur. Bring them in the house. So we're going to set that right there. We're going to add one of the bees. These little bees are so cute. And I want him on the sunflower. And then for bling, we're going to use these guys. I love, 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 love how all of our embellishments match with something. multiple somethings. And there you go. That card is done. What do you think? Isn't that a fun little card? And you could put anything in there, gift card, what have you. But I thought it was perfect for the sunflowers. I wish I would have had this kit when we had our retreat. But what are you going to do? Maybe it'll come out as an all-inclusive kit. Now, I could just use one of the other envelopes, which is probably what I'll do for that. Okay, let's move on to our next card. So here's our card base. I do have to trim, we have to put our trimmer back together. I mean, it fell on the floor. Make sure we have this right, and it just slips right in like that. So don't ever panic if the swing arm comes off. Just like that, it's done. Okay, so we're going to take our card base, and I'm going to cut it in the middle. Let's get these guys out of the way. This is right at 4 1/4. Okay, so I want the inside layer to be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and then this layer also is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Now, I don't really want to cut into the print too much, so I'm just going to cut 1/8 of an inch off of both sides here. That keeps that somewhat centered. And then over here, we'll just cut it right at 5. Okay, ta-da, we're done. Let's set this down on the table so it doesn't crash again. All right, and I am using some of the gorgeous polished pink ribbon on our little sunflower. Now let's go ahead and stamp our sunflower. Now, I didn't think when I first started playing with this that the stamp actually matched this, but apparently it does. I just have to find it, and there it is. Okay, watch, I'll have lost it again. Oops. Go back with our crushed curry. Okay, and there we go. Now this isn't going to be exactly perfect because, you know, it's handmade. And it helps to put that flower on a dark surface so you can see it, and you'll probably see my head poking through. There we go. So my suggestion to line this up is look for these 3 petals. And see, there we go. That lined up pretty good, huh? Cool. All right, so now we're going to do the center. And hopefully we get this all lined up. Ta-da! I'm going to leave him at, well, let's close him till I'm ready. Otherwise, I may put my elbow in it. All right, so we're just going to add some adhesive to the back. And again, for those that are just tuning in, I'm not ignoring anybody. My computer went dark and I can't see any of the comments. So I will respond when I am done. And if you're watching the replay, be sure and give my video a thumbs up. You know, that whole algorithm thing. All right. So see how I did that? I just added adhesive to the back and then just zigzagged, laying the ribbon into the adhesive. I'm going to trim his little leg. Okay. Now, we're going to put some more dimensionals on him and set him aside so we can put the card together. And then let's put one more on that edge. These will also help hold the adhesive down. Okay, so we're going to fold him in half. Make sure he's all lined up. And there we go. Done with the ribbon. Let's stamp our little hello on him. And we'll just use, oh, I do have a little one here. Let's use this little one. There we go. Now we can ink it up. And then we're just gonna, you could use one of the labels from the kit, but I'm just gonna stamp him right there. I like this font. It's kind of like a funky little handwritten job. What did I put on the inside? Let me see, I can't remember. I forgot already. Wishing you so much happiness. So we have that already inked. I'm gonna stamp him right in that sunshine right there. And we're also gonna add a couple of those bumblebees. I'm going to add this one. Make sure he's going the right way. Oh, let's put another one down here. They are so stinking cute. And then we want to add one like he's getting ready to land on the flower over here. And I'm just going to stamp him right in here. Make sure he's on there. Okay, ooh, too cute. Okay, we're done with that. We'll put everything together and we will be done. These go together fairly quickly once you got all the measurements and everything trimmed and ready to go. There are two here. There should be two here. Yep. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Did I cut this at 3 3/4? Oh, there you go, Janine. Shenanigans. All right. Is he? See, there's the problem. He's not at 3 3/4. Okay, that's okay. We can fix this. You all probably knew that when I was trimming, huh? Okay, there's that one. Make sure he's at 3 3/4. Yep. It's one of those days, guys. All right, so we'll lay him down and add him to the card front. And at least it's not as trying as that box was. That was pretty painful, wasn't it? It's okay. I persevered and I made that darn box. I wasn't going to let it get the best of me. Okay, we'll lay this on the inside. And we're just about done. I just love, for pink, this is one of my favorite pinks. It's bright and cheery. Now we'll add this guy to the front. And we're going to use some more of those glossy dots that go so well with this. And it just makes for a cheery card, I think. Okay, add him. I don't know if there's an up or a down on that, but that's the way we're going to go. Let's put on a couple of these little bumblebees. We'll put one on. I mean, we already have one stamped. I'm going to set him, let's put him up here. I'm just going to use the one. We'll put him aside for another project. Now, we need the glossy dots. Oh, no, not glossy dots. We're going to use the in color ones. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the pale papaya, which go really well with the yellow in this. And then some of the pink. Just put this one down here. And we'll put this one, let's put this one right here. And since we have 4, we'll add one more to give us 5, and we'll put him, let's put him up here. There we go. I know it's rocket science trying to decide where you're going to put your embellishments. What can I say? So there you go. Isn't that a great kit? And for those that didn't get theirs, I'm so sorry. We are going to have, the burr months are coming, so there's going to be, here, Here's October. It's just going to be Halloween treats. I don't know how many. I read it and I forgot already. But you know me, we're going to make cards out of some of those and a scrapbook layout. And then I think this is November's, which is probably going to be a Christmas card kit. There is December. I don't know what they're going to do. I didn't see. They just showed the 3 boxes that I know of. There could be something somewhere and I missed it. But come on, those 3 boxes alone. Okay, so you put that together with, where did I put my box? Here's your September, October, November, December. Those are some pretty boxes. And usually I try and keep them for a while. This one is definitely going to be a keepsake box. So, if you'd like to get in on the drawing for next time, go to this. You're going to go to my you're going to go to my blog post. That's the term. My blog post today. I'm just about finished with it. I'll have links to my online store. That is my online store there. Use that host code. If we're still in the last week or so of Celebration, so when you spend $50 or more, not only will you get a Celebration item, but I'm going to put your name in a drawing for the next little bling treat that goes out. I thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you next week. Bye.